Now in its 26th season, the Tucson International Jewish Film Festival continues to bring in films from around the world celebrating Jewish culture and universal themes. Let's get more details about this year's event from Lynn Davis and Steve Zupchik. You guys, thank you so much for coming. Congratulations on the 26th season, by the way. Let's get a little background, though. 26 seasons. How in the world do you guys choose the films that go into the festival?
Well, Steve is this year's committee chair for the second year in a row, and this festival would not happen without the efforts of a very dedicated, very committed committee that meets weekly from February, until August, September. We watch between
we watch between 60 and 80 films to pick just those gems that are worthy of Tucson.
Wow, a very long process, but done out of love.
Absolutely.
To make sure we have the best of the best. Yeah. So do we have a theme this year? I know last year we were talking about the theme as well.
Yeah, so I think Steve was we don't set out with a theme in mind. That would never happen, but there is certainly every year a theme that emerges over the course of viewing all these themes, and I think Steve, all the films rather, and I think Steve was the one to nail it down this year.
Yeah, it's more of a dynamic process in the sense that the theme really has ended up being from conflict and division to reconciliation. And that's really been what the theme is. If we go through some of the films, everything from conflicts within families to how that's resolved, conflicts within nations, how that's resolved, conflicts within neighborhoods and how that's resolved. It's rather cool.
And I do remember I was talking about that last year, that it did. It was just something that emerged. The themes, just kind of, you saw it as you were watching all of the films. That's so interesting. I mean,
and that's part of the fun, is seeing how things come together over the course of the season.
And I did say at the very beginning about bringing films that, had Jewish culture and very, different ideas. What do we really mean when I say that?
When we say Jewish content and universal themes, I mean, we define Jewish content very broadly. It could be the director, it could be the subject matter, it could be that it's an Israeli film. But we firmly believe that there's something in here for everyone. There's narrative, there's documentary, there's feature length, there's shorts, there's food, because it wouldn't be a Jewish film festival without food. In fact, the first Friday we have a delightful film called The Pickle Recipe, and we're doing a deli lunch. So if you want to come for lunch at noon before the film at 1:30, we need your RSVPs. But that should be a lot of fun. And then closing night is going to be an outrageous multicultural Israeli buffet to help close things out with In Search of Israeli Cuisine, which is one of the stills you just showed.
There we go. Kind of icing on that cake. Wonderful films and some wonderful food as well. And being the 26th season that we're doing this year, what are kind of the highlights that we can look forward to? Oh,
some of the highlights are a sort of real draw this year. We're having the Arizona premiere of For the Love of Spock.
Wow.
And could you say more about who made the film?
Yeah, so For the Love of Spock was made by Leonard Nimoy's son, Adam.
Wow.
And it really is a love letter to his father. They had a somewhat tumultuous relationship. They were estranged for many years. But eventually, before Leonard Nimoy died, they, again, reconciled. There's that theme of reconciliation that comes back in. And I think it's a beautiful film for Spock fans. I think everyone will learn something. Even if you were a Trekkie from way back, there are gems in here, and you really get a sense of the person behind the character.
And we learned the Jewish origins.
Yeah, exactly. But you'll have to come see the film.
You're not going to know that unless you come to this film.
That's a nice little tease. But we also have something else that's new.
We have something brand new that's being installed as we speak. The Tucson J Ballroom is getting a new projector.
Yes.
And I know that our longtime faithful viewers will be thrilled to know that the picture will be brighter, the subtitles can be higher, and it's going to be one of the best digital projections, on par with any digital projection in Arizona. So we're super excited to see that happen.
Well, I love that each year you guys take, so much time to really think about it, come up with a great theme, look at these movies. What do you really want the audience to take away? Ooh, I gotcha.
Oh, I think any number of things. We want the audience to have a good time, right? Ultimately, and I think the films are chosen both for education, edification, entertainment, all of the above. It's a rich, and it's an opportunity. I think a festival is an opportunity to get off the couch, out of the house, and see a film with your neighbors, and something that is provocative, something that will inspire conversation and dialogue, and make people think, you know, a little outside the box.
And even our comedies, we have a couple of outrageous comedies that really make a point.
This is what I love about this, is we have such a vast a difference between the films. But I'm going to tell everybody when this is going to be happening and how they can get some more information. Thank you guys for coming back.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. The Tucson International Jewish Film Festival opens next Thursday at the Loft and runs through the 22nd. For tickets and more details, visit TucsonJCC.org or call 299-3000.